You want me to delete my own account in front of you? You got it. 15 years ago, I worked at a gas station as an opener. Because I was young and somewhat tech-savvy, I was also the de facto IT guy for the 3 stores near me, and had been heavily involved in setting up a new point-of-sale (POS) system for their 2 most successful stores when they were swapped from one gas brand to another. The company made me the super admin on all registers for easy transition. Remember this later. The owner's wife was awful to me for the 2 years I worked there. Her husband bumped me to opener, and she hated having a man be an opener. Historically, every opener was picked by her and was a woman, but her husband came and fired the previous opener for theft, so I got a field promotion. The wife was constantly scrutinizing everything that I did. You used wet wipes on the area around the drink machine? I want you to use paper towels and spray. We were out of paper towels, and our spray smelled like a hospital anyway. I came into your store last night and saw 3 rows of Snapple apples. You could probably increase sales by putting 1 or 2 of those rows on a different product. Even though the Snapple fridge was 100% handled by the vendor, and we'd signed a contract that we wouldn't change the layout of the product, etc. Long story short, she was awful to me because I was a dude. I had set up their POS systems because I was somewhat tech-savvy. I was made super admin on the new registers they had. I got a new job offer in IT and gave her husband 2 weeks' notice. But I never told her because I did my very best to avoid talking to her unless necessary. She legitimately lost her mind when she found out it was Tuesday of my last week. Gave me a ton of stuff to do and worked me to the bone until 2 p.m. On the last Friday I worked. Finally, the time to depart came, and she personally went with an office worker, stood by me, and asked me to delete my account from the register. I knew I was a super admin and had been told to convert the account if I ever left. She had been told this, but had long forgotten it, so I said to hell with it and complied. I go about my life, start my new job, and end up about 3 weeks in when I get a frantic voicemail and like 20 texts and calls from her. I called the office worker who had stood over my shoulder with her and got the scoop. She basically couldn't change any prices at all when new beer and soda prices started rolling out, and her new opener had just let it all pile up because she didn't know how to do it, and they were going to have someone come train her. They had many items 5 or 10% below the price they were supposed to be at. Margins in beer cases are low, which is nuking their profits. Once I had thought it over, I texted her and said, "You asked me to do this. It's on video and we have 3 witnesses." I found out later that they spent $6,000 to get the company back out to fix the issue. The boss's wife legit had a Facebook page at one point with people planning to shit on her grave when she died one day. Edit for clarity, she's still alive. So I wasn't the only person she was awful to, but I do feel like I got one up on her, and it feels good.